7 years ago.
So, with Finn's recent World Championship loss that he faced in his hometown against the reigning World Champion CM Punk, I think I have an idea to get him back into the world title scene. You want to talk about it? Let's go. Hey, what's going on YouTube land? It's your boy TJ. Welcome to my YouTube channel, Wrestling Nostalgia, where I get my wrestling content on these videos. Today, we're talking about Finn Bálor, or as you guys like to call him, Finn Bálor, and he definitely lived up to his name with that because he lost, unfortunately, the World Heavyweight Championship opportunity that he had against CM Punk, who is the reigning world champion in his hometown, and I just can't,
I'm trying to can, but bitch, I can't. I'm done.
Okay, let me just go ahead and get into the business. You know what I mean? Like, he came so close to winning that world title, and it seems like he is going down this arc of the almost can't quite get there arc thing that he got going on, and I don't like it for him. I really don't, and it's unfortunate because he is one of the best world-class athletes that WWE has ever seen in quite a while. Like, I remember, like, it was yesterday when I was watching SummerSlam 2016. I think that was like the first SummerSlam I watched like in a long time, or like ever. I don't quite remember, because matter of fact, no, it was my first SummerSlam that I watched as far as like the PLEs. And it was amazing. It was a great showing with Finn Bálor. And I'm not gonna lie, I had like the biggest beef like for a long time against Seth Rollins. I did not like that man, bro. Like, after that, like, you cannot convince me that he did by accident back then. Oh my gosh. Like, and then when Seth Rollins and Finn Bálor had ran it back at SummerSlam 2023, I'm like, okay, he had this whole 7-year arc. All right, cool. They already had the whole dynamic with the Judgment Day with Finn Bálor. I'm thinking he about to win this. And then probably somewhere down the line, Damian Priest, because he was Mr. Money in the Bank. Oh, my bad. Senor Money in the Bank. And I'm thinking, okay, he going to win the world title. And at some point, you know, Damian was going to cash in on him. All right, cool. Easy storytelling. No. Oh, well, Seth Rollins going to have to go on a long reign because this is a thank you run for him. And I'm going to be honest, I ain't give a damn about none of that stuff, okay? I'm going to keep it real. I'm still not a big Seth fan, but I will not take away from his wrestling abilities. I'm not a hater. He definitely deserves his flowers. He is a great wrestler. Character arc, not my thing, okay? For me, it's just not for me. All right, it's just not for me. But anyways, we ain't talking about that. So they're basically one-on-one in the board, and like I said before, I really had a beef with Seth Rollins. Okay, we're gonna move past that. But they're one-on-one in the board, and 10 years ago that match had happened. This is gonna be the 10-year mark, 2016, 2026. Y'all already know where I'm going with this one. So, WWE loves these whole story arcs, and they had laid it out beautifully if they were to go down this route. And look, I know I'm not a fan of Seth Rollins. I'm not. But in this case, because I know I said before to myself anyway that I don't want to see Seth Rollins nowhere near that world title. I don't want to hear oh, well, it was taken away from him. Oh, give back the title, he never lost. Yeah, and all that.
The one thing that I never lost, and that is my Women's World Championship.
I don't want to hear none of that, okay? Seriously, but now that I just realized that 10 years ago that the SummerSlam match had happened and everything was taken away from him because of Seth Rollins, because he wanted to do a powerbomb on the goddamn barricade on the outside. Who does that? I have the perfect setup of how that's going to happen. I'm sorry that I kind of went on a little rant, but anyways, I kind of get all over the place. But anyways, this is the setup, right? Everybody thinks that it's going to be Seth Rollins and CM Punk. And I'm okay with that. As far as maybe the WrestleMania paved way or whatever, I'm okay with that. But however, I do feel like the bigger story is going to be, or should be, let me say that, should be with Seth Rollins. Because think about it, 10 years ago, at the same event, SummerSlam is where it all got taken away from him. And he's been running from that ghost for years. It's time to give Finn Bálor his moment. And who better than to have it with Seth Rollins, the man that took everything away from him. So this is the setup. I seriously doubt, but I would not be against it because y'all already know I love me some Finn Bálor. I do. I love him. He's one of the reasons outside of Sasha Banks I started back watching wrestling after I stopped for 5 years. I think it was 2010, 2011. I was like, it just wasn't for me no more. But anyways, great guy, great athlete. Seems like a wonderful person. So I do feel like he should have his moment in the sunlight for WrestleMania, honestly. But honestly, just the optics just doesn't look like it's in his favor, being as though that they just started to pivot him into a more serious character. And it looks like that he might go down a darker turn, or maybe he's going to be a face. I don't know. We just got to see. But they need to break up Judgment Day. So that's where we're going to start with. Break up Judgment Day. I don't know what WWE's going to do with him. Heel or face. We're going to have to wait and see in the weeks coming up. But my prediction is probably heel, the way that he had looked at the end of the World Championship matchup. So go ahead, turn his back on Dominic Mysterio, have him cost him the Intercontinental Championship, then set it up for WrestleMania. Then he goes over. Look, we not putting over Dominic Mysterio, okay? Look, hey, cuss me out. I don't care. Finn needs to just go ahead and have the definitive win, go over, and then he could just go and do his own thing. So this is what I want to do, right? So we're just going to have a little fun with the fantasy book. I mean, go walk with me, talk with me, right? So we're going to do a Superstar Shakeup. Finn been on Raw for years. I don't even remember when Finn ever, if ever, been on SmackDown. Let's just go ahead and bring him on in. Just come on, because he got to separate from the Judgment Day anyway. Go ahead and put him on SmackDown. Make it, you know what I'm saying? Look, just shake it up. You know what I'm saying? And on top of that, you already know where I'm going with this. So this is what I would say. I would have Seth Rollins come back. Maybe he'll feud with Braun Breaker at WrestleMania. Have Braun Breaker, go over at WrestleMania, have his breakout moment. And then, with the Superstar Shakeup, have Seth go over SmackDown as well. And then what you could do is have Seth Rollins win the WWE Championship somewhere down the line against Drew McIntyre, because I seriously doubt Drew McIntyre drops his championship before WrestleMania. If he does drop it at WrestleMania, then hey, cool. I don't know who his WrestleMania opponent's going to be, but somewhere down the line, have Seth Rollins beat Drew McIntyre. If Drew McIntyre is going to come out of SummerSlam, WrestleMania as the champion, probably Backlash, or maybe if you want to do a disqualification angle and then do a rematch, maybe at King and Queen of the Ring, and then we can set it up. King of the Ring winner is going to be Finn Bálor. Have him beat some credible names, a Raw versus SmackDown whole angle. Drop it down in the comments who you feel like the final should be against Finn Bálor should be. And then the road to SummerSlam, we could start the ball rolling, and then we could go ahead and do the whole, they're one-on-one on the board, and then they're going to go ahead and have a tiebreaker. So it's Seth 2023, and it is Finn Bálor back in 2016. So they're one-on-one. So they could go ahead and relive everything that happened. Finn can say that Seth took everything away from him and X, Y, and Z. Seth Rollins can say that, oh, you're just moaning, da-da-da-da. You got lost in the sauce and whatever. You know what I'm saying? That whole thing. So this is exactly what should happen. Yes, Finn Bálor should definitely win. He is owed this. He needs this. This will be a redemption arc of all time. 10 years in the making. There's no reason why Seth Rollins should win this match. Like, are you kidding me?
Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me?
Like, he already getting a world title. Why in the world would he sit up there and destroy, like, perfect storytelling right there? They're 1-1. Seth does not need this victory. He already had a long world championship reign, all that. Oh, well, he got the world. Look, all right, he'll just have another world title loss. So what? And then he just came off a world title reign win last year at SummerSlam. So why would he win again? No, we're not going to do that. So he going to eat a loss. And a clean loss, too. Coup de grace, 1, 2, 3. Not only is he going to be the Demon King again, he's going to be the King of the Ring winner. That would legitimize him. He is a king. He won King of the Ring tournament. Now he is the world champion, the WWE Undisputed World Champion. I know that seems kind of a little convoluted because, you know, the whole superstar shakeup or whatever. That's if they even do it. Because I could have sworn they said they was going to do it last year. What happened with that? I always wanted to know that. Like, what happened? Did they do it or did they do it quietly? Because I do remember, like, a few people went over to SmackDown, some people went over to Raw. But did they ever do, like, an official, like, brand shakeup thing? Or am I tripping? I don't know. But I guess that was the brand shakeup. I don't know. But anyways, I would definitely have Finn Bálor win the King of the Ring. This is rebuilding Finn Bálor. I feel like they needed to go ahead and have him tear everybody up, have him be a heel, and then he could go over and have his WrestleMania moment against Dominic Mysterio. Then after that, he go ahead and head into the King of the Ring and do his thing. And then we could go ahead and go to SummerSlam. World Championship victory for the WWE Undisputed Championship. I don't mind him winning the world title if they're going to have that in the paveway. That's cool too. And then have him and CM Punk. I don't got CM Punk being champion until SummerSlam, honestly. Don't get me wrong. CM Punk cool and all, but I do feel like he's either going to drop it at WrestleMania or a little bit after, and a little bit after is trying it. WWE, y'all are really trying it with CM Punk. Okay, this would mean a lot to Finn Bálor, being as though that he had like a bunch of stop-start pushes, which is Vince McMahon's fault. That man got injured one time, and you just say, "Yeah, that's it." See. And he been through a lot. He is a Grand Slam champion. He does have an accomplished career, but that's like the one asterisk on his whole, championship stint is the world title, the WWE Universal Championship. He's the first, but he only had a day reign. That is wild work. Yes, he needs this bad. 10 years in the making, baby, he needs to win that. Seth does not need that win. Finn Bálor needs to be the king, the champion king, the king champion, okay? That's it. Like across the board, he needs to win this because of that's the one asterisk on his career that he never fully got over, and they need to just go ahead. Like, if they're starting to build him up to be a contender and actually get fans behind him, make it make sense, and then be world champion, and that's cool. I'm with it. But we've seen this song and dance before, and unfortunately, I do feel like WWE is going to do this whole dropping the ball thing, because with everybody and this being like a very competitive industry for the WWE, and they have an abundance of talent. Sometimes they don't know how to use it. Sometimes they do, and I just hope he doesn't get lost in the shuffle. But that's it. I know I went on in a tangent, but I'm very passionate about Finn Bálor. I do want that man to get his time in the spotlight because he is more deserving of it. But comment down below. How do you feel about Finn Bálor and the booking that I just laid out? Do you feel like he should win King of the Ring? Do you feel like he should win the Royal Rumble? Do you feel like somebody else should win the Royal Rumble? Or you just like, I don't really care about Finn because he's not in. Okay. Comment down below, like, share, subscribe, help me grow this channel. Your love and support is definitely greatly appreciated. Welcome. Peace. TJ, I'm out.
Got me thinking about my time here in NXT. It got me thinking about how I reached down, how I picked up that brand, how I put it on my back, and how I single-handedly carried it into the future. I'm gonna reach down. I'm gonna help up JD. I'm gonna pick up Dominic. I'm gonna put the entire group on my back, and I'm going to single-handedly carry us all into the future, because in 2026, Finn Bálor is bringing championship gold home to the Judgment Day.